Okay, so this is a typical news site, and it says sponsored links over here. Yes, it's the Alamosa News. And I wanted to pretty much highlight this. I've been noticing this increase on websites. I don't have an ad service like this. A lot of mainstream and alternative media websites, but in particular mainstream, they have this fake news style clickbait. And so while the independent media is being targeted at this time, this is the stuff that's considered safe. Again, this is family friendly. This is an article about a sex assault in Costilla County. And so we take a look at the ads here, and we could take a look at CNN, we could take a look at, we could take a look at the Washington Post. So here we have historians in shock after seeing these rare photos. What comes to mind is S&M. Playboy style stuff comes to mind by this image. There's just so many different outrageous big boob style ads on the mainstream media, which is why this video is taking place. I want to highlight this. I don't have stuff like this on my page. There may be an occasional ad that I'm like, why is that coming up on Google Ads? Like Russian bride nonsense, Chinese bride nonsense. They went after Kevin Trudeau, not that I'm defending him, but for making weight loss claims. And we see the same stuff. They can do it. They can claim to give you wild weight loss claims that aren't legitimate, and then you click here and it goes to some other matrix. Photo evidence of why babies need dogs will melt your heart. So they placate on babies, love, nurturing, like whatever causes a clickbait, whatever causes a sale. How to fix cracked feet. And so you'll often notice like the really sensational imagery, and it's usually down below after an article. Okay. Then you see this stuff here. We clicked over and it said, 50 celebrities. So they mix in the celebrity stuff. It's like something out of daytime TV. Okay, and then you look at also the side ads for things like this. So I'm just noticing that this is part of the disinformation. It looks like it's updating 3 foods to avoid in 2017. And then we look over here. Click play to start.
A lot of people actually walk around not knowing they have risk factors and possible complications, fatigue for being overweight. So these are the types of patients that I'm interested in. But after I started a little bit in my career, I realized...
You notice on a lot of these videos you can't skip forward, you can't go back. So advice on weight loss is allowed if you are the mainstream media. Sexual imagery, and constantly seeing the stuff, sex sells, and so many different versions of the woman being sexualized on the mainstream media, by the mainstream media, mainstream society, and then we see society influenced by all of this, and this pressure to look a certain way, and these Woodstock photos are pretty unnerving. I mean, what, kind of getting at group sex? So that's the point that I want to make here today. As you're hearing the independent media demonized more and more, we look closer at the mainstream ads on the mainstream safe websites for you and your family.